Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at your exercises that I've sent you through WhatsApp that you do at home because of the virus. I hope you guys are all good, healthy, safe. So we will see what we can do at home. Go through some structure questions and then some of our experiments later in page 2. This is just to revise for your chapter 1 now, because chapter 2 was still in the middle of it in class, so we'll only look at chapter 1 revision. After that, then we'll look at chapter 2. Okay, so come, let's look at the answers. So complete the tree map below to classify the fields of science into the correct category. So what happens is, I've told you before in the first class that there are going to be many fields that you can study. Okay, but they're all branches of science. So that's what they call the category in this question. So we'll try to put all these into down here lah, basically, to categorize them into the branches of science. So let's go to the first one, zoology. We know that zoology is talking about, oh, by the way, let's talk about the keyword first. When we are talking about biology, we want to find out what they are asking for living things. Okay, that's number one. For chemistry, we know that they always want to talk about chemicals. So anything to do with chemicals will go under chemistry. Then for physics is what we call natural phenomena. Okay, natural phenomena. This one you guys know. Okay, natural phenomena. Okay, the pen is a bit thick, we should make it a bit. Alright, cool. So what happens is, let's look at biology. So zoology will be talking about animals. So it will go under here. Sorry. Let's go in again. Okay, so for biology, what happens is we will look at zoology. Okay, so that's done. Second one will be astronomy. Astronomy is talking about natural phenomena because of the space. So S to go through here. Astronomy. Okay. After that will be forensics. Now forensics is will be the the CSI. If you all watched CSI before, those people are the ones that are going to detect your DNA, your blood, and all that kind of thing. So it will be talking about chemical or chemistry. Okay, chemical or chemistry. So it has to go under chemistry. So forensics. Okay, forensics, criminal investigation, call it. Okay, so that's done. Let's go to oceanography. Oceanography is also a natural phenomena because talking about ocean. Okay, they will be studying about the ocean, the waves, the ripples, the tides, oceanography. Okay, after that will be physiology. Physiology is talking about the body. Okay, because some people, they may have problems with their body, as in they have maybe been through some accidents or what, that makes their motoreceptors, what we call their muscles, not work as normal. So they have to go through physiology to improve their muscle or improve their movement so they can walk better and that kind of thing. Okay, after that, pharmacology. Pharmacology is talking about the medicine. Okay, pharmacology is talking about the medicine that the pharmacist can give you at the pharmacy. So will be chemistry because we are talking about the all these medicinal properties and all. Okay, so that's done. Now, state the name of the laboratory apparatus suitable for each of the activity below. So, we have been through this enough. We have told you there are many categories of apparatus. We have the heating, we have the containing the liquids, we have the one that's containing solids, we have the one that is measuring, we have the one that is heating. So now we will go through each of them in exercise. So, A, to stir mixture in a solution. To stir mixture, maksudnya apa? Maksudnya, kamu ada beaker, there's a beaker, something inside there, inside a solution, you have to have something there to mix lah. Takkan you used to put a finger inside kan? So, we will use a glass rod, that's what we call it, a glass rod. Okay, glass rod. Now, you ask me why we use glass. The reason why we use glass is because this glass is actually what we call not reactive. Not reactive. Sebab, if we use things like metals and all that, what happens is it will have a chemical reaction with the solution inside here. Maybe you will use acid here, maybe you will use alkali here, or maybe you will use some other, solution here. What happens is, if you use this rod that is made out of metal, made out of metal, what happens is it may mix together with the solution, it may mix together because this metal can react. Maksudnya react macam apa? React macam this iron, steel that is rusting. That's the reaction lah. So reaction with the solution also. Glass rod is, what happens is the glass rod is not reactive. That's why we're using glass. Okay. Now B, to distribute heat. Distribute heat. Now distribute heat, we know that when the keyword is heat, not many things we can think about. Number 1, Bunsen burner. Number 2, tripod stand. Number 3, a crucible. Number 4, a wire gauze. And it says distribute heat evenly, so it will be the wire gauze, because the wire gauze is what you use to put on top of the tripod stand. Tripod stand. You're going to have the wire gauze here. This is to distribute the flame. Maksudnya, if you don't have the wire gauze, this is the shape of the flame. If you have the wire gauze, the shape of the flame will be like this. So the surface of the wire gauze will be here. The flame is forced to be distributed, so it can hit the whole beaker evenly. Instead of this, where the flame only touch in the middle of the beaker, it will touch the whole end of the beaker. Okay, so that's better. Okay, then after that, we will have to measure the boiling point of water. Boiling point, you know that this is talking about temperature. Okay, so very easily we go to thermometer. And this question is very simple. They ask you thermometer. But I've told you before that thermometer ada dua jenis. One will be a laboratory thermometer, which will be ranging from 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, used in a lab. Then after that will be your clinical, which is the one you use when you go to the doctor. Is the one you use when you are, in this COVID-19, you will be measuring your temperature. Clinical usually will be around, let's say, 34 degrees to 42. Okay. Because we don't have 0, don't have 100, because you are not going to be ice or extremely hot, so they only use for this range. Okay, so in this case we'll be using a laboratory. Okay, forget about it. Now, last one will be to provide flames for heating. So provide flames, we know that means give heat lah. So just now we studied already the few types. So we know it's Bunsen burner, and be very careful about Bunsen. We need the B to be big letter B. If you use small letter, it will be wrong. Big letter B. Okay, after that, third, mark for the correct statements and wrong for the incorrect statements about physical quantity. The SI unit for length is meter. Oh, by the way, let us go through the formula again. Now, metal. Okay, this is the formula for remembering the SI unit. We have 5 SI unit. So, SI unit for meter will be M, and we know that M for meter will be using, for length will be here, and we're using meter, which is correct. Okay, which is correct, because most of the things we use meter, even the lari pecut, all that they use meter, so we'll be using meter. Okay, after that, the symbol for the SI unit for temperature is C. This is degree Celsius. So temperature is here. Okay, tapi we know that this is Kelvin, so it has to be K, not degree Celsius. So salah. C, electric current is measured in ampere. Yes, that's correct. Because we told you that electric current which is here, ampere. Capital letter A. Okay? Symbol lah. Kalau symbol, capital letter A. Kalau nama, ampere boleh. They accept. Newton is the SI unit for mass. Mass is here. And we know that mass, I told you before, kilogram, kg. Okay? Most of the things, you go pasar ke apa, your body weight ke apa, kereta ke apa, kg. Where we use Newton? Newton is not. Okay? So, salah. Okay, so number 4. Jerry is given 3 measuring instruments, X, Y, and Z. Okay, let's cover the name first, okay? X is vernier caliper. Vernier caliper. Okay? After that, we will have this one. We call it MSG. MSG, micrometer screw gauge. Micrometer screw gauge. Okay? Lepas tu, this one will be a normal ruler, pembaris. But we give you a name, meter rule. Not ruler, meter rule. Okay, good. So first page, we're done. Second page. Let me try to make this bigger first. Okay, too small how to see. Okay, let's go in. Which instrument provides the most accurate reading? Accurate maksudnya apa? Maksudnya, it is, it goes to the smallest scale division. Okay, in this case lah. Actually they should use the word sensitive. Tapi since they use the word accurate, let's go by it. Okay, accurate. So let's see. We know that out of the 3, micrometer screw gauge will be measuring to the smallest unit. So it will be micrometer screw gauge, because I told you before, we have 3 type of property for measuring tool, which will be accuracy, consistency, and sensitivity. So in this case, they're supposed to use sensitivity, but since they say most accurate reading, so we use for micrometer screw gauge. Actually, this pen nib, when it's bigger, it's better, easier to write. Okay, now B, give a reason for the answer in question 4A. Oh, I think here is where they want to explain this, which is fantastic, because you say that the smallest. Oh, what happened there? Okay, let's go back in. The smallest scale division for the micrometer screw gauge, is 0.01 cm. Okay, or 1 mm. Okay, good. Now, diagram 1.2 shows the reading on the scale of instrument X when it measures the diameter of the copper wire. Okay, diameter of the copper wire. So we have to read how? Read the main scale first. Main scale, using the vernier scale. We will look at this one, the 0, where it touch. It haven't crossed to this one yet. It haven't crossed to this one yet. So I told you, when it haven't crossed to this one yet, we will always look at the one before. That means we are looking at 0. Maksudnya you can already put a 0 there. And then after that, you put a dot there because this main scale reading done. Second point, you're going to look at the reading on the below here. Reading on the below here, which you want to match the line. Yeah, which you want to match the line. So, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this will be the line that is matching. You can see, the others not matching very well. So, it's 6. So, what happens? You put a 6 there lah. Then, centimeter. Siap. So, this thing is 0.6. Oh, 0.06. Sorry, 0.06. And 0. 0.06 centimeter. Okay? Because we haven't reached 0.1. We haven't even reached 0.1. 0.1 haven't reached. 0.1 supposed to be this one. Here. This one. This is 0.1. Here is 0.1. Belum sampai Why I know this is 0.1? Sebab here 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1.0. So we know this is 0.1. Here will be 0.06. So here, this is the correct one. Okay? Now, calculate diameter. Okay, we've answered that. If instrument X has a positive error of 0.01 cm, what is the actual diameter? Okay, so this one we know that there is a formula. Tak payah fikir banyak. We have a formula. It's very simple. I told you that the actual reading is equal to the actual reading means this is the wrong reading minus with the zero error. And we know that zero error in this case is going to be a positive 0.01. So we are going to substitute that or put it into this zero error. So actual going to be wrong. Wrong is 0.06. Okay, and we are going to minus with the 0.01. Now, if your answer, they tell you is a negative, if they tell you is a negative, then you are going to have a negative number here. You are going to then have a negative number here. Let's say negative 0.01. Then you are going to substitute inside here, and you have to be careful of the original minus, because inside the formula here there's a minus here. So if they give you, okay, now I put the blue color, don't be confused. Let's do the negative in the blue color. Negative. If they give you negative is in blue color, you will end up having negative error of negative 0.01 cm. And in this case, what you have to do is you have to substitute including this minus. Okay, so if we do using this negative error, we will have 0.06 minus with another minus 0.01, because minus from your mathematics you know become plus 0.01. End up you will have 0.07. Okay, it will be more than the actual one. Sebab when I'm talking about negative error, maksudnya you rompak from them in the beginning. Because when your instrument is spoiled, you have already curi from them 0.01. Sekarang, you akan bagi balik sini. So, it becomes 0.07. So, this is negative. Okay, now this question not asking about negative. This question asking about positive. I'm just showing because some students will be trapped here. So, let's look at this actual question. Okay, actual question will be this one asking about negative. Minus 0.01. So, actual 0.05. Kenapa? Why is it less than the actual? Just think about it. Why is it less than the wrong reading? Sebab in the beginning, when you have the positive error, you have already given them extra. Bagi lebih 0.01 cm. Sekarang you akan ambil balik. Okay? So you are taking back 0.01 using the minus sign, and you are ending up with 0.05. Yeah? Faham? Okay, now based on the answer in question C2, calculate the radius of the copper wire. Now we know that the answer for 0.05 here will be used here, and this 0.05 actually will be the diameter of the copper wire. Sebab this is the copper wire. When you cut, okay, this is the copper wire. This is the copper wire, the whole thing. What happens is, when you calculate 0.05, you are actually calculating from here to here will be your diameter, the one in the black color. The one radius they're asking you to find here, dari titik tengah sampai ke tepi of this the side of this circle. That is the radius, the one in the blue color. So now you're looking for the blue color radius. So what you do is, you take 0.05 divided by 2 to give you 0.025. Okay, boleh 0.025. Because you can check, when you have 0.025, you times back with the 2, you get 0.05. Okay, so radius is this one, radius. Okay, 0.025. Okay, diagram 2 shows a simple pendulum. Okay, this pendulum experiment. Okay, very classic question we have done. State the path of the pendulum which shows a complete oscillation. State the path of the pendulum. State the path of the pendulum. Maksudnya apa? What they asking for? Where's the question? I'm not understanding the question. Where's the question? Let's see. Let's see. State the path of the pendulum. They give an answer already, kan? They've already given an answer, correct or not? Complete oscillation. So, complete oscillation, very simple. From here, you swing to there, you swing to here, you swing back to here. Okay? Because you start in the middle, you're going to start and end in the middle. Simple. Okay? That's question 1 done. B. Table 1 below shows the time taken to make 20 complete oscillations. Okay? Now, we've done this in MER. I told you why we do 20. Sebab, if it's a one complete oscillation, that means only one swing. Human cannot be that fast to click the stopwatch, you know. Before that thing even end, you may have not even click started yet. So it makes it very hard to complete or to measure the time for one oscillation. So we will complete 20 oscillation. Then you will find the time taken. The time taken for one oscillation per oscillation. Time per oscillation. By dividing how much? Divide by 20 lah. Because if you have per, then you get per 20, you will get for 1. Calculate the average time to make 20 complete oscillations. Average time lah. Average time means or calculate the average time to complete 20 oscillations. Okay, so what the idea is now, you have to add up all this. Ini tambah ini, tambah ini, tambah ini, tambah ini to get the total here. Then you divide it by 5, you will get your average. So let's do. Okay, calculator out. Okay, you all is the best in the pressing calculator. 14.5 plus 15.7 plus 14.7 plus 14.6 plus 14.6, you will end up 74.1. 74.1 divided by 5 will give you 14.82. Unit must check. Second. Jadi your answer untuk question A1 or B1 will be just now lah, 14.82 14.82 seconds. Sebab they ask you average time. For 20, not for 1, for 20. Maksudnya you must add up all the 20, bahagi 5. Then you will get your answer. Okay? Now, second, based on B1, calculate the average time to make one complete oscillation. Lagi, sekali, average time. So, you no longer use any other numbers from there. You will use here, 14.82. Then, 14.82 you must know. 14.82 is the average time to make how many? 20 oscillation. Now, they ask you to find one oscillation. So, you take 14.82 divided by 20 to give you an answer, which will be a 0.71 second. Okay? Don't need to ask if it's second or if it's 2 decimal or 3 decimal. Okay? Since it's very nice 3 decimal number, we usually use 3 decimal. Okay? Now, see, state the variable involved in the experiment. Constant variable and responding variable. Constant variable is talking about fixed. Okay? Fixed. Tidak berubah. So, fixed is, what are the things they can affect? Mass of pendulum. Because the stronger the mass, the longer it takes for the oscillation. Mass of pendulum. Pendulum bob lah also can. Okay? Or mass of pendulum. Understood. Okay? Mass of pendulum. After that, okay, let's check the MV first. We haven't checked the MV, by the way. MV, I believe, if not mistaken, the biasa the MV is this length lah, length. Yes, length of pendulum. Jadi the MV, this is the MV means they berubah. Okay, berubah. So MV is berubah, length of pendulum. So CV must be mass lah. Responding means apa? Means the one you want to observe, the one you get a result from. So time taken for one complete oscillation. Okay, complete oscillation. Okay, done. D. What will happen to the time taken for one complete oscillation if the length of the pendulum is shortened? Now, maksudnya apa? They are asking you to predict. And when you predict, you must know the relationship. The relationship. What is the relationship between the length of pendulum, which is the MV, relationship between the MV and the RV? Once you know the relationship, you can do. So, length. RV means what? The time. Tell me. Since you studied this experiment, when we know the length is more, maksudnya lebih panjang, lebih panjang, the time taken will be longer. I've done this experiment, I show you with the rubber, the eraser and the ruler in the classroom. Okay, lebih panjang, the time will take more. Lebih, what do you call that, shorter, pendek, lebih pendek, you will get time also shorter. There's the relationship. Okay? It cannot be like this. Cannot lebih panjang, lebih masa, lebih pendek, lebih masa. Cannot. This is not relationship. This whole thing wrong. So you must check. When one up, the other one will be down. So what will happen? Time taken increase. Okay, increase. What will happen to the time? The time increase lah. Simple. E. Name an apparatus that can be used to measure the time for oscillation. Simple. Stopwatch. Okay, we don't learn any other thing. Basically, stopwatch. Okay, done. 6. Last question. Okay, this is good. Estimating volume and density. We've studied this. Okay, but let the computer run a bit because now it's I think tired already lah, this thing. So we need to see why it's not running. Why is it not running? Okay, good. Okay, we're back. Okay, now, name the method that is applied in this activity. Maksudnya what? They are finding the volume kan? I told you when you have volume, and volume got two types. One is object that have regular measurement. Maksudnya apa? Sfera. Or maksudnya apa? Maksudnya this cuboid, pyramid, regular lah. Tapi if you use irregular, maksudnya apa? Macam batu lah. Batu tak ada measurement yang tepat kan? Sebab it's very hard to measure. So what happens is you must use to estimate the volume. And when you estimate the volume, you must use what? But we know the answer is water displacement method. Sebab you are actually displacing the volume of the water to find out how much space that the object you want to study, how much space it is occupying. Okay, so we will use water displacement method. Name the method that is applied in the activity. Okay, so we know that the name, very simple, it's called the water displacement method. Okay, water displacement method will be for answer for this one. Okay, answer for this one, water displacement method. B. Arrange the steps W, X, Y in the correct sequence. So you must know that you are going to study one by one. So you must put in the original first. Original water, which will be Y. After that, you will have X, which is the rock, and then after that, baru you want to examine the cork. Okay, that will be the way people usually do. They don't do from W to X to Y. Okay, so it's wrong steps now. We need to start from Y first. So answer Y, X, W. Okay, answer Y, X, W. Okay, this pen suddenly don't want to work. Y, X, W. Answer very simple. Y, X, W. Okay, Y, X, W will be the answer. Okay, why is the cork tied to a rock? Okay, but this is question. Why is the cork tied to a rock? Sebab, because now we examine both the volume of the cork and the rock. If you only throw the cork, okay, into the water, what happens is the cork definitely is going to float in the water. Float. Okay, and when the cork float in water, that means the cork is not fully submerged like the one in W. The one in W is where it fully submerged, you know. Fully submerged means what? It goes into the water completely. And this is what we want. The one where it goes under the water completely in W. So, since the cork can float, you need something to pull it down to the water. So, we use the rock. Okay, so that's your answer. Very simple. It's because we want the cork to be fully submerged into the water. Okay, that's the reason. We want it to be fully submerged. Because if it doesn't fully submerge, tak jadilah your experiment. It will be wrong. Okay, so we try to move the answer here. We want the cork to be fully submerged. Clear? Calculate the volume. Okay, calculate the volume. Okay, if there's a pen, it's easier, but never mind. Okay, calculate the volume. So what happens is, I told you that we must use final volume and initial volume. Final volume and initial volume, very simple stuff. So, we know that we got two items to check now. Let's start with the rock first. When you are putting the rock into the water, you are getting an increase of how much? It increased into 70 centimeter cube. Okay, 70 centimeter cube. And your original is 40 centimeter cube. So what happens is, you must take 70 centimeter cube minus with 40 centimeter cube to give you 30 centimeter cube. Okay, correct now. 70 minus 40 will give you 30, and that's what you want. 70 minus 40 is 30. Okay, so it is always going to be final. Okay, minus with initial volume, which will bring you in this question beginning you final you have how much? Final you have 70. Okay, if you check your paper, you find out your final is 70. Okay, and then we want it to minus 40. Then you end up with 30. Okay, 30 centimeter cube, please. Centimeter cube. Okay, make sure you are clear on that. So 30. Okay, for rock. That's fine for cork. Okay, now if you look at step W, the cork and the rock both in the water. So that means there are two things occupying the space in the water. The cork and the rock. So when both are in the water, it actually is 90. But you must know the 90 include what? No. The 90 will be including the rock. So there are two methods for you to do. First method, you will take the 90 minus with the 30. 30 from where? 30 from the rock. And then minus with another 40 from the original water. Okay, that's the first method. I'm just telling you a different method because just in case in an exam, if they give you different information, this is how the logic can go. 90 minus with the 30. 30 is what? The rock. Minus again 40. 40 is what? Initial volume. End up you get what? 20. 20 for the cork. First type of method. Okay? 90 minus 30 minus 40. Second type of method. Okay, please again, centimeter cube at the back, must make it correct, centimeter cube. Second type of method is when you take the one with the cork and rock, which is W, you straight away subtract from step X, which is the one with the rock, because you already include the 30 and the 40 inside that step X. You included 30 and 40 in the step X. So we will take 90 minus, tolak terus 70, you akan dapat same 20 cm cube. Okay, first method, second method. Okay, good. Now, last question. State the relationship between the volume of water displaced and the volume of solid. The relationship, we have talked about it just now. Okay, hubungan antara MB dan RV. So what happens is, we must go through the logic first. When the volume of water displaced increase, means more water, the water level increase higher. That means also the object takes more space in the water. Means the volume of the object is lebih. Kan? Takkan you akan in the water you take up more space, but in the end the volume of the object is not as big of a volume. Takkan kan? Because objek kamu ada berapa ruang itu akan berada dalam air tu. So you must have the same volume. Volume when the water increase is the volume of your object. So that's the relationship. That's the idea lah. The volume. Okay, so if you want to write it properly, the volume. Okay, let's try to write it here. Here. I want to type it here. Okay. Why are we zoomed out again? Okay, we type it here. The volume of water displaced is equivalent. Equivalent means what? Sama, means same, equal. Came from the word equal. Equivalent to the volume of what? Of solid. That's what they use in the question. The volume of water displaced is equal or equivalent to the volume of solid. So that will be done for state relationship. Okay, settled. Now it's just about moving this answer to the question there. Okay, dah, siap. Okay, that means you're done for both this whole week punya question exercises. Okay, for your revision sebab ada virus. So I hope you all have at least studied a little bit. Okay, sebab if 1-2 weeks, maybe they will even extend the holiday 3-4 weeks. When you all come back, you all will be rusty. Okay, and I ask you what is science, also you don't know. Ask you to calculate plus minus, you also don't know do what. Okay, so I hope this is enough for you to refresh your mind. Okay, pendek-pendek, setengah jam, 1 jam, seminggu pun boleh. It will help you also a little bit. Okay, so I hope this is good for you. Then we will see if we have time to look through mathematics and other subjects. Okay, so I hope you stay safe, stay home, make a revision. Okay, I'll see you again. Bye.